I'm here in Sölden with the legendary Henrick Krisoffersen. Hi Henrick, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, good. Great to see you here. So, you know, this winter, are you going to do one better than last winter in the overall standings? Do you think?
That's hard to say. The plan has changed a lot with it being more speed races than what it's been previously. Which I think is not anything I should comment very much on, but I still believe that the biggest difference between two of the disciplines is between slalom and giant slalom.
Right.
Super G and downhill is pretty equal, and
Yep.
when they have a lot more and I feel like it's easier to go from GS to Super G than from GS to slalom.
Okay.
Because there's a bigger difference.
A technical difference.
It's a bigger
basically.
technical difference.
Sure. Okay.
But I don't think about the overall now. The important thing is to think about ski good, ski fast, and then win as many races as possible, because that's what you get judged on in the end. It's how many World Cup races you won.
And do you always stand there at the top thinking at the beginning of the race that you want to win every race? Because when I see you ski, you know, if you don't win, you don't look very happy about it.
I've always said that if I do the two best runs of my life and I get fifth, that's okay.
Okay.
I've done the best. I've done what I can, and that's okay. But at the moment, the two best runs of my life, I'm not going to be fifth. That's for sure. So, of course, perfect doesn't exist. So you can always improve and always do better. And that's also maybe then sometimes when you don't do good and it means so much to you, then you show a bit of emotions. And right. What is sports without emotions?
And do you think, I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of people like watching you ski, because you do show your emotions and you don't hold back on that. But do you feel that helps you, or does it not help you?
I don't know if it helps me or not, but it's who I am. It's who I've always been, and skiing has been my entire life until this point. I haven't been good at a lot of other things than skiing in my life. I haven't focused on a lot of other things than skiing in my life, except for my family. And yeah, when it means this much to you, then that's just who I am.
And how are the new skis?
Not too shabby. No, it's really good. I think it's working really great. Okay. The attention to detail, and first of all, Van der Red Bull is a racing company. Yes, they sell skis, but firstly, they're a racing company. Compared to a lot of other companies, which has to have a big amount of income, and that's the biggest focus, to earn money. From the Red Bull, the biggest focus is to win races and to have the best equipment possible. And then that makes my job easier.
Right. You probably won't answer this question, but I'll see. When you're skiing on the skis, do you compare them to anything else that you've skied on before? Would you say that they are kind of similar to Atomic, maybe? or do they just totally feel different?
I've never skied on that before, but
yeah, right.
They're just really good at the moment.
Okay.
That's for sure. So I think the equipment is working really great, and then I just have to do my things. But in sports in general, and also in Alpine skiing, and even if you do good in training and things are working nicely, you never have any guarantee that you will succeed. So we still got to do the work and perform on race days, and that's how it is.
Okay. You're talking to a predominantly UK audience here. So, last winter we watched our famous skier David Riding winning in Kitzbühel, of course. And the scenes were really nice to see because, along with a few other guys, you especially were one of the first people to congratulate him on the win there.
Yeah.
And that was great. How do you feel about... What does that make you feel when you see someone from a country like UK, we get told all the time that we can't ski, and yet someone wins a World Cup race?
I think it's great for the sport. I think diversity in the people who are skiing is great, and when you have Dave there, who I've known for so many years, and I've skied so much with Dave and trained a lot with Dave, I think it was a great thing. If I didn't win, I think it was great that Dave won. Of course, I always want to win. But being on the podium together with Dave in his first win was a big deal for sure. Not, of course, for him the biggest deal, but it was also a big thing for me as well to be there on the podium with him, because we spent a bit of time together on the slopes together. So and he's a great guy. So that was really cool.
I think it's the happiest I've seen you when you're not winning, Henrick.
Yeah, probably. That's probably actually true. That's probably the happiest I've been when not winning myself. I did also come from 24th place or something to 3rd, so that was a big thing as well.
Yeah, of course.
But that's probably the happiest I've been for another athlete winning when it wasn't myself. That's 100%.
Well, that's nice to know. Yeah. And looking ahead, Henrick, I mean, you know, this season, fine. What about, are you looking ahead to the next Winter Olympics in Cortina, or do you just think that's not something that you feel at the moment?
That's not something to focus on at the moment. And firstly, the World Cup in Alpine skiing is so big that we would survive even without any championships. We would survive without the Olympics, and that's in the end. Yes, I know a lot of countries, and probably England, UK, of course, who is not that famous for skiing.
Yeah, it's important to us. Yeah,
I guess that I totally understand that the Olympics are a big thing. And of course, I have Olympic medals. I should have had more than I have, but I have only myself to blame. But
don't be too hard on yourself, Henrick.
Yeah, but still, I should have had at least one goal and a couple more medals. But that's how it is. We are humans. We all make mistakes, and I have only myself to blame. But the important thing is to think about the next race, the next possibility to win a race. And I won everything except the Big Globe and Olympic gold. I've won World Cup races pretty much all over the world, and I won small globes. I won World Championships. The coolest thing is to win the race at the highest level. If that's the World Champs or a World Cup race, doesn't really matter that much. Maybe after your career when you sum up the medals or something. But at the moment, the coolest thing is to actually the feeling of winning a race at the highest level. That's the best thing. And for sure for Dave with winning in Kitzbühel, I wouldn't consider that any less than winning a World Championship gold in Maribel. Yeah. Maybe bigger, to be honest. Because Kitzbühel with the venue, with only the name of Kitzbühel there, Austria, everything. And possibly the most difficult hill you can win a slalom on. That's a huge thing to do.
And you spend a lot of time in Austria anyway.
I live in Austria.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And so where's your local hill? Where do you like to go skiing if you're not training? I mean, have you got a particular spot you go to? Not that you probably have a lot of time to ski for yourself.
So I've skied a lot in... so basically when I ski in the winter, I train. If I don't train, I take a day off. If it comes a lot of powder and stuff, I take a day off instead because it's all about energy and trying to maximize the time you train.
So you don't ski the powder, you just take a day off and rest?
Maybe after the season is done, then I can do it, but during the season, no. But of course, around Salzburg, go a lot to Hinterreit, close to Marieholm, Sölden, and then Reiteralm is also pretty good.
One more question, Henrick. What's your favourite bit of kit? You've just got all this Helly Hansen kit now, and it's a great partnership with Helly. What's your favourite bit of kit that you wear on the slope? So are you a kit person? Do you get into the whole kit side of things? Or is it
on the clothes?
Yeah.
Or on everything else?
Well, no, let's say on the clothes. Like the hardware, I'm sure you get into the skis, of course.
I haven't gotten my clothes yet. I get them today. I get them now after
this. It's going to be Christmas
then. It's going to be Christmas after this. I have way too much stuff here though, but...
Okay, you can tell me later what your favourite item is then. When you win on Saturday. Yeah. Let me know.
Probably the speed suit because that's what you race in. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yep. Perfect.
Cheers, Henrick. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.